Iranian Americans across the country have been celebrating for the chance at anything close to freedom after 50 years of oppression in Iran by a brutal regime. Iranian American actor and producer Sam Asghari has never been more proud to be an American. He was born in Tehran and lived there for 12 years before his family decided to pursue the American dream, which they did successfully. He moved to the United States, became a producer. At one point, he was married to Britney Spears. After a 6-year courtship, Britney has also been in the news over the last few days. We'll get to that, but I want to welcome Sam Asghari in. He's an advocate now for a free Iran. Sam, it's great to have you. Just today, we found out that the 86-year-old Ayatollah is going to be replaced by a 56-year-old Ayatollah, his son, who's lost his father, his mother, his sister, his wife, his own son over the last 10 days. How did you react to that news today?
Me and many Iranians outside of Iran, and I'm sure inside of Iran, even though they are experiencing a blackout and they're not communicating with the outside world, this is something that is not surprisingly by this regime, as to replace the Ayatollah with another Ayatollah without the votes of the people and anybody else involved. So it doesn't change anything. The revolution still stands. The people still want change. And I'm sure America also wants the regime changed as well.
Yeah, it puts a target on his back. Would you agree?
I would say it puts a huge target, and it's a death sentence as well, because America seems to be eliminating one by one whoever becomes the leader, especially if they don't have a say in who it is. So I would be an absolute surprise if he lives another week.
Have you talked to anyone in Iran? I know it's a total blackout, and communication, even for Iranian Americans with people they might know back in Iran, is almost impossible. But is it your feeling that the majority, and it's about the majority, is it your feeling that the majority of Iranians are still for what is going on in their country?
It is absolutely not my feeling. I speak on behalf of the Persians in the diaspora and the Iranian people inside of Iran. And this is something that they've been living. They've been living under 47 years of tyranny, and it's been a war at home with the Islamic Republic. So this is something that doesn't change. They do not want this regime to last another day. They want a total separation of religion and power, and that's something that it doesn't change anything.
Sam, thank you for that. I want to ask you about your ex-wife, Britney Spears, only because you were married not that long ago. And this is a scary situation. She was arrested for DUI last week. Okay. She was a global superstar at one point. And now we see these very odd videos that she's putting out of her dancing on TikTok. She's always alone. She doesn't look well. This is a woman that's only 44 years old. She should be in the prime of her life, in the prime of her career. How concerned are you about somebody who knows this woman well, who loves this woman, probably still? How concerned are you about her health?
You know, as someone with values such as, when I migrated to America, my #1 value was oppression, especially with women's rights. And I have deep compassion towards her, and I've always had a sensitive heart towards her situation. So I just hope for nothing but the fastest recovery. I know a lot of people make mistakes, and we do not want to repeat mistakes and have the people around her take advantage of her. I'm not comparing the two situations, but the reason why I have such a sensitive heart towards it is because I grew up watching women being oppressed, and this is something that truly allows me to have a total compassion towards. And another history we don't want to repeat is the press. I wish the press give her the space that she needs and the privacy that she deserves.
Yeah. Are you concerned, Sam, about her health and her well-being?
My mind and total responsibility was going towards what's happening in Iran. So I've been really focused on the news that has been taking place recently since many innocent lives were being taken.
Yeah, no, I
by
understand.
the Iranian government
I only asked
itself.
you because you were together for such a long time and you were married to her not that long ago. I think 2024 is when you broke up. And I'm somebody that grew up watching Britney Spears and her career trajectory. At one point, she was one of the biggest stars on the planet, and you see something like this happen, and your heart, breaks for her, and you just hope she's okay. And then her ex-husband, Kevin Federline, father of her 2 sons, said that he's worried that this could, mean her end at some point. And I'm just wondering if you share those concerns. And I realize that you're here to talk about Iran, but I had to ask you, Sam.
My concerns and my compassion always goes towards her. That was a woman that was being abused by the people around her, the people that she was the most vulnerable towards. And my heart is always going to have that feeling, that protection of her. So I'm definitely concerned so nobody would take advantage of her and they allow her the space to recover from this, from what she's going through.
Sam Asghari, wish you all the best. Appreciate you being here tonight. Please come back. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Information. Truth is freedom. Is Newsmax. It's real news for real people.